There's the whistle as the puck. Oh, that was quick.
Might be a foreshadow of things to come. Hey, James, going toe-to-toe right off the hop. It's going to be a good one.
And that'll do it after that one.
Got to know who you're fighting, and he landed a perfect one right there and took him down. Well, he looks visibly shaken here after taking a couple of punches, James. That's a tough one, and it's the danger of fighting.
Well, this game has new life breathed into this building tonight after what we just saw moments ago, but we still got a game to play. And he takes the feed. Archibald's got the puck in his own zone. Looking to make something happen at center. From his own end, he moves it up ahead.
That's how you get north in a hurry. Fantastic stretch pass.
Oh, break out the ice packs. He lays out to block that shot. Ow! Here's a shot. That goes wide. Here's a blast. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Read it perfectly and breaks up the play. And now he moves it quickly to Finley. Portland's looking to break out. Medicine Hat's got the puck along the boards. And loses possession after a solid hit. And that's broken up by Linden. Fires it on net. Oh, I think that went off his mask and somehow stays out of the net.
Well, that was a hard shot, and the mask makes the save. He got his bell rung on that one, James.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Still scoreless in this one. Merritt's taking the puck now here inside his own territory. Tries to get it to Wesley. Portland's got the puck in the defensive end. Grabs it in his own end. Portland's ready to go on the attack. Puts it on net. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. Here's a short pass to Peterson. Oh, wow!
That's a true competitor save. Just when you think that he's completely out of it, James, he comes across with a desperation save to keep his team alive. They always say to be great, you have to get uncomfortable. As we look at this last save, this looks uncomfortable. Stretching your body, finding a way to make yourself as big as possible to get to the save. That's what he did, and that's why the save was made.
Peterson's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Answers him with an even better save. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Portland's got a hold of it along the wall. Finley's lugging the puck. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. The Tigers scoop it up along the boards. Takes the feed. And he slides it quickly to Peterson. Rips it. Oh, he gets the score! Right on the doorstep. The rebound there to be had. And they made no mistake about tucking that one home.
This is actually a tougher play than it looks, James. You have to have timing and an awareness to be able to get your stick on that rebound and then bury it. Not a lot of time and space available, but he executes perfectly.
Medicine Hat's got the opening goal in this game of chess on the ice. Let's see how things change now, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. You get the first goal over halfway through the first period, and you want to kind of find a way to continue that pace and dictate it further into the game.
Play whistle dead, penalty coming up.
Well, it's kind of hard to protect a one-goal lead when you're sitting in the box and your team's shorthanded, James. The PK unit's going to have to find a way to stave off the power play here and get the job done. Medicine Hat's going to have to finish this game down a player, James, and it's a difficult situation. And you look at the bench, there's more room on it right now. But their player was assessed, and it's deemed they can't return.
Yeah, tough loss for the team, and you just hope that it's not too serious an injury long term. From the place 99 made famous. Made the save on the play. Hunt's got it in the defensive end. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And they clear the zone, and that'll shave some time off.
A great sequence by the PK unit. Really aggressive, close quickly on the puck, and they get it down the ice.
Quick shot! Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. And the play continues. Oh, what a paddle save on the play! Portland's got it in their own zone. Swing and a miss. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. The WinterHawks gain possession along the wall. Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. Takes a shot, and he had an answer with that save. Portland's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Now he takes it over the line. Scoops up the puck. Oh, stopped it. Scores! Putting it home on the power play, and we have evened things up here tonight.
Right from the beginning of that power play, James, there just was a confidence about them. The way they own the puck, the precision in the movements, the motion in the offensive zone, and they cash in to tie this game. I really like the effort on this goal, James. He gets the initial shot off, but then he continues towards the net, gets in behind the defenders who can't catch up to the rebound, and he puts it in.
Still lots of time left here in this frame. We got a tie game. Medicine Hats won the draw in the neutral zone.
Fitzpatrick's last save was so impressive, James. Really a last-ditch effort to find the puck. When you out-battle, when you out-will your opponent, everyone around you gets energized. Just look at the bench. Everyone is elevated because of that save.
And that play's neutralized. Portland's ready to go on the attack. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Medicine Hat's got a hold of the puck now. And he takes the feed. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Here's a chance! And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. The Tigers will play it in their own end. The WinterHawks have it in the offensive zone. And he had the answer on that one. Stops him again!
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be wondering where his defense are. I mean, how about a little help?
Grabs the puck right in front and tries to escape the pressure. Turned up on the side. And he caught him when he wasn't looking. What a hit! And there's the whistle icing the call. Face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, they'll want to continue with the sustained pressure because the goaltender, he is fatigued.
And off the draw, they win possession.
You hate it when you ice the puck and it comes 200 feet back to your zone. You got to give your center a tap on the pads after you win that one and get out.
Feenan's got the puck. Looks to set up at the point now. Plays stick handling in his own zone. Portland's got it along the wall. Moves it to Woolley. Puts it on net. Shuts the door with a great save.
Well, this save was way more difficult than it looked, James. I mean, there's so much traffic in front that he's fighting through to see, and he finds the puck to make the save.
Well past the midway mark of this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Medicine Hats won the draw. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Portland's looking to break out of their own end. Pass to Merritt. He carries the puck up along the wing. Medicine Hats gain possession along the boards. Slip feed. Shot! Can't get it to go. And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down.
Medicine Hat's gone up by one after that goal here in the first.
Well, yeah, and it certainly changes the mindset. You got a little bit of jump to your step. You're more confident. Now you got to attack. You got to push when your opponent's down.
Quick pass to Merritt. Oh, what a bad save to reach that one. Pokes it away to stay on the attack. And they're going to go. And scores the takedown, and that'll bring this one to an end.
Yeah, gets his weight over him and takes him down to the ice, and he's going to be the victor in this one. We don't often see fighting much anymore, James, and this is why. There's a real danger to it when you're taking a risk of injury.
Both coaches seem to have settled down their benches, and both teams are lining up here for the face-off. Medicine has got the puck inside the offensive zone. Denies him with the save. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Tigers are clinging to a 2-1 lead. Portland's going to start with the puck in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Brisson. Moves the puck into the attacking area. The Tigers have it against the wall. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. To his teammate! Medicine heads on the attack. Taken by Peterson. Denies him, he got all of it! Bumped off the puck. Portland's got it in their own zone. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. Penalty coming up. Scooped up along the wall by Brisson. And he's tripped up on the play. Referee's hand goes up here. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Well, the penalty killers are going to have to beat a task on this one, protecting that one-goal lead. Listen, a power play, you want to make sure that you're getting a high percentage shooting shot. And that's exactly what they did earlier on the 1-3-1 where they were able to capitalize. It's about opening up lanes, getting the coverage to move around, and then firing and executing when you have it.
Portland's got the puck. Brisson's taking it from his own end. Taken along the wall by Clay. The Tigers will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. Across the line from center. To the front! Poked away in the defensive end. Picked up along the boards by Woolley. Wrist one! Scores! And we are tied after that power play mark.
Well, it's perfectly executed, and the coach has their most skilled offensive players out there for that very reason. They tied the game. Well, your specialty team coaches are constantly telling you on a power play that you need to take advantage, and the way that you do that is to take away the eyes of the goaltender. A ton of net front presence here, and that's the reason the seeing eye shot finds its way to the back of the net.
Can they capitalize on this power play? Here comes the face-off. And they win that neutral zone draw. Dumps it in. The WinterHawks gain control of the puck. Portland's got a hold of the puck. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Handles the pass. Takes a shot. Quick stop by Fitzpatrick.
This is just great puck control to put the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
Medicine Hats looking to break out. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Oh, just not enough of that to keep it out. Sacrifices the body.
Peterson's up and ready to get back on the ice.
Takes a blast, and it comes up with the save. Here's a rip. Oh, it stops him again. Tremendous intensity here in the offensive zone. And they'll skate it out of the zone. Medicine Hat's got the puck. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Medicine Hat's got the puck against the boards. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Through center. Dumps it into the O-zone. five-man pass. They fight for it along the boards. Knocks the puck loose after a solid hit. Takes a shot. Oh, and gives up the body as he lays out for the block. What a selfless play.
Take the shot.
There's the end of period number one. Both teams will grab a quick breather. You can grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with second period action in moments.
Medicine Hat's player will not be returning to the game tonight, James, and this is difficult. Now the coach will have to manage the bench. They'll be playing with a player short, and so they'll all be tested here down the stretch.
Huge test of endurance here for the final minutes of this game. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. And he's knocked off the puck there. Quick feed to Wesley. Portland's got the puck in the defensive end. Moves it around along the half wall. Here's a chance. That is right on target into the logo. Still plenty of time left in this frame. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. And off the draw, they'll take possession. The Tigers have it now. And he takes the dish. And he gets in front of that rocket. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Puck ready to drop here any moment to get things underway again. Linden's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Slides it diagonally to Kopp. And he takes the pass. Takes the feed at the point. With possession along the wall. Denies him on the slot. Just a smothering attack here in the offensive end. And listen to this place light up. Here's a blast. There's a save. Scores! Rips it off the pipe and into the net. Wow!
You almost needed a double take there, James. When you hear that sound, sometimes you think it's out, but this one goes in. James, these are the kind of pesky goals that create a ton of energy for your team. The rebound pops out after the shot. You have to have the hard stick, be heavy on it, with it on the ice, battle and compete for it. He does it, and he buries it.
Medicine Hat's taken a one-goal lead here in period number two.
Yeah, now it's about not sitting back, not saying, hey, we've got a lead, we're going to protect it, but being aggressive and trying to go after more.
The WinterHawks looking against the half wall. Oh, puts it wide! Peterson's moving the puck through his own zone. Shot! Walker saving a good one at that! Quick feed down low. Picks off the pass in the defensive zone. Lots of time left in this period. Medicine Hat's got a one-goal lead. The WinterHawks win the defensive zone faceoff. With some open space at center. Fires it into the offensive zone. Kopp's lugging the puck. Gaining momentum up along the side. Puck grabbed by Kopp. Comes up with a stop. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. The Tigers continue to lead here in this second period, looking strong offensively. Feenan's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Medicine Hat's got the puck along the wall. And that banks off a stick. And now it's grabbed by Brisson. Rocks him on the play. Takes the feed from the left side. Here's a shot. Breaks up the play by getting in front of it. Carries it in. Fires it. Makes the save and putting out the fire in front. Medicine Hat's got the decided edge in the shot department here tonight in the second period, and they continue to lead. Woolley's won the faceoff. Inside his own end, moves the puck. Through center along the wing. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here he is from the slot. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle.
Oh, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. It's a one-goal hockey game. 3-2 is where we sit. Portland's taking possession in their own end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Here they come inside the neutral zone. And the puck clears the zone. They'll be forced to leave as well. Sends the pass over. Good defensive effort to poke it away. And he's bowled over to the ice and loses the puck. Gets the puck in deep. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. Stop that one. There's the whistle, and we've got a fight.
Yeah, the physical engagement here has been off the charts, and the discipline has to maintain itself, but a good toe-to-toe fight sends a message.
And ding, ding, it's all over.
Yeah, the bell has rung, and he certainly got his done. Well, he looks visibly shaken here after taking a couple of punches, James. That's a tough one, and it's the danger of fighting.
Both teams had a chance for a little reset as they step in for the face-off. Linden's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Absolutely no fear to get in front of the slap shot. Linden's got it against the boards. Here's a blast. Makes the save with the goal.
Brady's looking to complete the hat trick. He's got two in the game. He's looking for his third.
That's blocked. Here's a short pass to Linden. They've really got him on their heels here now. Skates with it. Tees it up. That's blocked. Looking. Moves around. Misses the net. Here's it around. And it's taken by the D. Carries it. Hammers it. And the D's got it here. Nichols plays it now. Moves it to Holland. Sends a pass over. The Tigers trying to shake the defender. All alone. Save! Covers it up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. More than half the frame has been played here. Medicine Hat's got a 3-2 lead at this point. Woolley's quick stick off the draw wins possession. The WinterHawks will play it from the defensive zone. Quick pass to Woolley. The Tigers have it from their own end. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. Medicine Hat's coaches were preaching lots of shots on net, and they have done it and lead as a result here in the second. Woolley's won the draw, and they're on the attack.
The coach and team reminding each other that this is a critical face-off. Anytime you've got your opponent on their heels after an icing, you have to find a way to have urgency in attack.
Works it across to Hunt. Hammers one. Oh, comes up with a stop. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Both teams readying here for the face-off. And they win the draw on their own end. Medicine Hat's got possession of the puck. Quick shot. Stops him cold. Puck scooped up by play. Portland's moving it into the offensive end. Oh, and he lays out to block that, and that'll earn some respect amongst his peers. Whacks it into the offensive zone. And that somehow stayed out of the net. Medicine Hat's got the puck along the boards. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. And that's off target as it hits a body. The WinterHawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Shot! Oh, what a blocker stop by Fitzpatrick. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Sends it in on the attack. Glove save. And something was said they didn't like.
Yeah, running their mouths, and now they're fighting, and you got to figure something was said that they didn't like.
And there's the takedown, and I think not a moment too soon, at least with one of these fighters.
Yeah, if you're the one that's underneath and on the ice, you want to take your 5-minute ticket and march yourself over to the penalty box and get your rest. This is why a lot of people are wary of fighting, James. It can be dangerous, and it can lead to significant injury. Portland's going to have to finish this game down a player, James, and it's a difficult situation. And you look at the bench, there's more room on it right now. But their player was assessed and a team they can't return.
Yeah, tough loss for the team, and you just hope that it's not too serious an injury long term. Here in the late going of the frame, Medicine Hat's hanging on to this 3-2 lead. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Mitchell's got it in the defensive end. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Still has possession. Shot! Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? Finley's got the puck in his own zone. Takes the pass. The WinterHawks take it across the blue line. Keeps it alive and heads it up. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Here's a chance, sends it in front. Great defensive hits up play to pick it off. Moves it quickly over to Woolley. Handles the puck. Oh, denies them with the paddle save.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
And there's the save.
Peterson's got to find a way to physically and emotionally engage without his fist, James. And you know how effective and how valuable he is when he's on the ice. I mean, look at that scoring chance he just generated.
Medicine Hat's coaching staff must be impressed with what they're seeing from their players tonight. Lots of pucks on net. Off the post and in!
Well, that's a real sneaky one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed. This is a prime-time example of why you work on face-off so often in practice, because when you start with possession, you get scoring chances. And when you get scoring chances, this is exactly what happens. You put it in.
The Tigers deliver an absolute backbreaker with that goal here late in the second.
Well, it certainly adds a buffer to that one-goal lead, doesn't it? And it certainly changes the mind frame. What it can't change is the way that they're playing. They got to keep the foot on the gas here and get themselves to the intermission.
Here he is on the backhand. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Along the half wall with the puck. Turns him away. Slides it back to the blue line. Oh, turns it aside once again. And look at this. They're going prison rules.
Some players get involved by physically engaging, and that's how they play their best. And these two certainly showing that this is their best.
Well, a spirit and scrap comes to an end with the takedown.
I think he might be relieved as they head to the ice as he was taking a thrashing.
Yeah, I think you're right. We got to stop it. Let's get the call.
I'm glad it's not me figuring out this map, James. It's going to be the officials because they're all around the penalty box. It's a dance party over there. So many calls on this play.
First chance of the night here on the man advantage. And they win the draw here in their own end. An attempt to clear the puck from deep inside his own end. Tremendous save on the play!
What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James, and the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
Angles it over to Linden. Receives the pass. Here's a shot, and he hangs on just as time runs out. There's the buzzer bringing the second period to an end. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we've got a third period just around the corner.
Out for the remainder of the game with that injury he suffered earlier, James. We just received confirmation that it is true. The injury he sustained will keep him out, and this is a real tough one. I mean, what does the team do now, and how frustrated he must be with this injury?
And a real test of perseverance here for the bench here to get this game down to the stretch. Oh, that goes off the mask. He keeps it out using his head on that play.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Another face-off looming here on this power play. The Tigers take possession here inside the offensive zone. Portland's got the puck shorthanded. Gets it out of his own end. Looking to break out here on the power play. Moves the puck. Linden swooping in on the attack. Drives to the crease. And that doesn't reach the net. Into the corner of the attacking area. Oh, what a save on the slapper. Rips it. Puck picked up by Linden. Under siege and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. Wolves recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Face-off and he wins the draw. Slides the pass in front. That goes off the stick. Slides the puck over. Grabs control of it at the point. The WinterHawks PK unit delivers in a big way.
Well, trailing in this game, James, this was a huge kill. They couldn't lose touch of the game, and they did an awesome job of killing that off.
Quick feed to King. Takes the bump but still hangs on to the puck. There's the whistle as the play was offside. Medicine had to outplay the opposition tonight, particularly offensively, as they lead it early in this third period. And off the face-off, they take possession. They dump it into the opposite end. The Tigers gain possession. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. Portland's got it in their own zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Portland's moving it up the ice. The Tigers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Takes the feed. Taken by Phoenix. Off the mask of the goaltender. Boy, right between the eyes. Here's a short pass to Nichols. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Nichols is taken down, and the officials are signaling for a penalty. Gets to the bench for the extra attacker. Fires it on net. Denies it with the pad. Oh, these home fans have had enough. They're wondering when a call's going the opposite way here, Cheryl.
You can hear the frustration right now with that third call in a row, I might add, James. I mean, this is a one-sided game, isn't it?
Unbelievable. The WinterHawks once again send out their power play unit.
Power play scored earlier tonight, and that gives you so much confidence heading into this one. You know how you executed the first time. They'll be looking for those same openings.
And a nice save there as play continues.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Carries the puck up through center. On the attack along the boards. Quick shot. Denied by the goaltender.
Fitzpatrick's been solid here tonight, James. I mean, look at his save percentage. He's been excellent between the crease, and that's making the saves that you need to and you want to at the appropriate moment. Man, his team's been effective going there.
And a great read to turn that play aside. Delayed penalty coming up here by the officials. official. Puts it on net. Save made with the pad. Picked up along the wall by Clay. Drives to the sweet spot. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Again, the denial by the goaltender. They are really dialed in here tonight. Tremendous puck movement. Scores! And I guess they won't need that power play after all.
Well, it's a delayed call, and it almost looks as that the defensive structure collapses. And man, do they take advantage.
Portland's got to be feeling good about themselves now, making this a one-goal game.
Bench is up and stick taps all the way around, getting within 1 goal in the third period. You know how important this faceoff is to get possession and start attacking in the O-zone.
Medicine Hat's got it in their own zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Looking dangerous as they move along the boards. Portland's got a hold of it along the wall. The WinterHawks will play it in their own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Tries to feed it over to Nichols. Fantastic save!
Fitzpatrick's a great goaltender who
Oh, off the iron! Slides it over to Archibald. Picking up momentum inside the neutral zone. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Medicine Hat's looking to break out. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Exploring options from behind his own net. Medicine Hat's got a hold of the puck. Here they come on the attack. Blasts it for the point. Denies him with the save. Moves it to Kopp. And he takes a shot. Just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Wow! Penalty has expired. You got to give the shorthanded unit a lot of credit there.
Well, that's a missed opportunity, James. An opportunity to get the equalizer on the power play. Now down by 1 at even strength. They're going to have to find a way to muster up some energy. That one was deflating.
Moves it to the middle. And a new pass. Oh, and he keeps it here. Linden's going to play it against the half wall. Unloads one. And that's blocked from someone in front. Oh, what a save!
That doesn't swing momentum in your favor. I don't know what will, James. That's a last-ditch effort to make a play. What a beautiful save. Goaltender, they have to have talent. They have to have mobility. They have to be able to track the puck, but they have to have a willingness to find it and fight for any second shot, and that's exactly what happens here. Out-battling, out-wheeling, and you make the save.
Medicine Hat's been total non-stop action in the offensive end, and they continue to lead in the third. Finley stick handling in his own zone. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Dishes it to Linden. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Stoppage in play as we get an offside. Still lots of time left in the period. Fans have been treated to a fun one tonight. Lots of offense. It's 4-3. And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck. And he takes the feed. And he comes up with it. Medicine Hat's grabbed a hold of the puck. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. Well past the midway mark of this period. It's been a fun one here tonight. 4-3 hockey game. Linden's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. Medicine Hat's got the puck in the defensive end. The Tigers take it along the wall. Knocked away. Here's a shot. What a save! He'll probably feel that one tomorrow. There's another stop. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. Defense won the draw. Makes the save! Shot! Denies him again!
Just fantastic work by the goaltender, making consecutive saves. How athletic.
Quick shot! And the save! How did he stop it?
I have no idea, James. I mean, he was down and out, but profound athleticism and desperation got him back in to make it.
Holding the puck. Oh, that goes off the post! What a chance right there! Look at this, takes the puck in the corner. Over the half wall. Carrying it, looking. That doesn't go through as it's blocked. And they'll skate it out of the zone.
There's been so much offense in this game, James. It's been real entertaining to us and the fans in the building. Listen, I was more of a defensive specialist, so I wouldn't have been up in the attack, but clearly the game's changing.
Read that perfectly with the poke check. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Medicine Hat's got control of it now from their own end. Quick shot! Scores! What a shot!
Well, this is just a fabulous shot. When you're in that high slot area, you know that you're going to be closed upon quickly, so you got to have a quick release. That's the first thing. And the second thing is the accuracy. If it's quick and it's on, you're going to score.
Medicine Hat's now up by 2 here in the late stages of the third. It feels like time is on their side.
Time is on their side, but they're going to have to finish it. And the clock seems a little thin right now for them. And on the other side, you've got an urgent team. If they can get within striking distance, they'll get their netminder out.
Point-to-point pass. Just wide.
Portland's finding different ways to create scoring chances, but they've been unable to cash in. They've held a lot of the play in the game, but they're trailing now in the third period because they've been unable to convert.
Just wide. Grabbed along the board by Peterson. Gets a glove on it to keep it out. Scores! And they run it back with another.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave, the momentum, and the tides have turned here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal. Well, this is a hard-working goal as well, James. You got to fight for that inner area of the ice, you know, and when you're in that low slot area, it ain't easy to get to that spot. And then when that puck is on your stick, you know that you're going to come into some heavy traffic. Great job to find the back of the net.
Medicine Hat's playing almost like they want a day off here tomorrow, Cheryl.
Yeah, I'd say so, and you always look forward to a day off, and this coaching staff has got to be impressed with this team tonight. You know, the ability to get the puck to net, driving the pace of play, and just having really great habits, consistent effort right through the game.
Portland's got a hold of it against the wall. Finley's taking it from his own end. Portland's got the puck against the half wall. Up along the wing. Into the paint. Here's a shot. And there's a glove save on the play.
Well, timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. And he's able to handle that one. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Medicine Hat's offense has not been a problem tonight. They put a lot of shots on net and laid it big time late in this third period. Quick pass to Kopp. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. With the blast. Oh, quick save. Hammers the shot. Scores. And they're cooking now.
The opponent has no answer for them right now because they're relentless on the puck. They garnered some momentum after multiple back-to-back goals, James. They don't want to leave any breathing room and let their opponent get some life back. Well, this is just a perfect screen. The goaltender can't find the puck because the screen is looking back and finding a way to take away his eyes. Does a great job, and the puck goes in.
Medicine Hat's been running away with this one since the beginning of the game, and no signs of slowing down in the third.
It's been a productive night, and this is one of those games that gives everyone confidence, and this is important for your lineup as everyone gets it, as they feel like they're contributing.
The Tigers have it now. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. throws it in. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. Medicine Hat's not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third. Portland's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. Up to the challenge as he gets his pad on it. Cops moving the puck through his own zone. The Tigers will play it in their own end. Takes the feed. Looking for space inside the D zone. And the fans on their feet recognizing a solid victory here in front of them. Let's get the call.
With a comfortable lead late in the game, the penalty likely doesn't matter, but you want to kill the first few seconds and the clock all at the same time.
That's it. There's the final horn to close this one up.
Medicine Hat's time of possession tonight just off the chart. It was like the puck was on a string all evening for them.
Well, it was, and it was in the offensive zone. And when you have the puck in the offensive zone, you create and you generate, and that's exactly what they did from start to finish.
Well, that'll do it for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski, and we will see you next time from ringside.